Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to the Tony Onying Show, proudly brought to you by Glonton Foundation, your partner in responsible well-being. My name is Tony Onying, and I am the moderator for the show. So, in the last episode, we did discuss what PTSD is, and our counselor here, Mrs. Okello, defined it in its own full statements as post traumatic stress disorder. The details are right there on the first episode. So, today we are going to focus on what we did promise our viewers last time, and in this case, what lies beyond just understanding post traumatic stress disorder. And in that case, we are going to look at the effects of PTSD. How does it affect relationships? How does it affect marriages? And above all, how does this post traumatic stress disorder affect us at the workplace? So, allow me invite Mrs. Okello to greet you and also to take us straight to the effects of PTSD.
Thank you, dear moderator. Hi, our dear viewers. I believe you're doing great. And here we come again from where we stopped in regards to our topic on PTSD. So today, like he said, we want to see how it affects people at workplaces, marriages, and relationships. So when we come to relationship or marriage or workplace, these are people that we work with. These are our bosses. These are our employees. And most times they behave the way they do, not because they mean it or because they want to attract attention, but because we do not know what they are going through. And today we are going to see those PTSD or trauma signs, or how those people are affected at workplaces. So at workplace, most times these people that are affected by PTSD, remember it's something that someone has lived with for a while, and it is failing to leave his head or her head. So most times you find those people, they don't concentrate, they fail to concentrate. This is someone you're going to send an email, please work on this and this, or meet this client, or meet with this stakeholder, and for them they are not going to concentrate to remember what exactly you said. And tomorrow in the meeting you're going to ask the same question, give us feedback, what did they say? And this person is lost. What did you tell me
So
to do?
they're sort of absent-minded.
Yes,
They're caught up in the
absent-minded.
thoughts.
And okay, their concentration rate is too low, because every time they're trying to concentrate, their past comes back in their head. They are thinking of what happened or how to handle it. And like we said in our last episode, these are people that have had maybe the marriages break. These are people that have had uh, their relatives die in fatal accidents. These are people that have lost their children in a very bad condition or in a bad way, and it takes a while to leave that their heads. But although they heal at some point if you concentrate on them, if you give them attention and help them. Because if you don't help that person that you're working with, that employee or that employer, tomorrow you're losing your job just because of that. Tomorrow you're losing that person just because of that. So in order to give support, to give in support, we need to listen in and understand the people we are working with. And then in relationships, these are people that are going to have trust issues. Yeah, they are going to not trust anyone just like that, because remember, they come into that relationship, maybe they have had issues in the past relationship, and every time they feel like they should open up, they are not believing that you're going to actually stay with them forever. These are people that will even give you conditions. when you're dating them or when you want to start to have relationship with them. And they're also going to have that irritability and anger issues. So for you to think this person is bad mannered or this person is misbehaving, but when in actual sense they are dealing with trauma. But we need to understand the people we live with or the people we want to bring into our lives and know how we can help them instead of judging them. Then when it comes to marriages, maybe this is someone who got married to you and at some point she was raped. And every time maybe this person you want to maybe you want trying to touch her, she's going to remember what happened in the past or what those people did to her, and then she's going to start bringing mood swings. She's going to start telling you, no, I don't want, no, I don't touch me, or don't do this. And to you as a man, you may think she's actually cheating on you, but she's not.
Dealing with the condition.
She's just dealing with that condition, and she does not want to tell you because she doesn't trust. Remember, she does not have that trust. So she does not want to open up to you because she thinks if she opens up to you, you are definitely going to leave her. So she's going to live with it alone until she gets someone who is going to understand her fully and help her out. Because like I said, those people that are dealing with trauma, they definitely heal. They eventually heal. But it's a process.
Yeah.
It's a process, and it needs someone who truly will understand them. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. And dear viewers, I'm sure there are so many questions running up on your minds. So how then do we help them? The bit of the how we help the people struggling with PTSD, that will be the basis of our next episode. But also on the other side, just borrowing leave from what our counselor mentioned here, is that at the workplace, these people sometimes feel absent-minded, and there is an effect of being absent-minded. We've had cases where somebody has gotten an accident at the workplace, he is slid because the mind is, far away. And the same things happening in the workplace happen at home. Then we also did look at, you talked something about losing their jobs and all that. So for our counterparts listening into this show, one of the things that you don't want to take decisions on is losing that job, because it will instead worsen the situation and you'll have so many other things to deal with. So in our next episode, we are going to be looking at how best do we help these people. If you have a boss who is not understanding you, how is it affecting you?
Even your workmates, actually.
The workmates, how is that affecting you? How do you fit in? And what can the others do to help such people to cope? So thank you so much, Mrs. Okello, for taking us through this. And of course, our viewers, we encourage you to continue subscribing and directing more traffic so that we can help better our world, and mental health becomes a subject of survival, not losing each other. Thank you so much, Mrs. Okello. Any parting shots?
I always conclude with your mental health matters, and I still insist, take care of yourself. And what I believe in most is loving yourself, because in this world, if you don't love yourself most, no one is going to love you more, because it starts with you. It starts with the love you give to yourself, and then you distribute it to others. I love you all.
All right. So for me, what I'll tell you is God has your destiny in his hands. So my message to you is read the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 verses 4 to 6. It should help you to know better who you are and what you stand up to. So till the next show, we look forward to meeting you again, but please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for dialing into the Tony Onying Show. Thank you.